What it do, my loves? This your girl, 5 Star Key, and this is 5 Star Readings LLC. First, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And always remember, a beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. All right. Okay, so this first prayer is Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hate, may I bring love. Where there is transgressions, forgiveness. Where there is discord, union. Where there is error, truth. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O Master, may I seek not so much to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that one receives, it is in forgetting oneself that one finds, it is in forgiving that one is forgiven. It is in transcending death that one rises to eternal life. Amen. And so it is, and so shall it be. Okay, so, all right, so the message that I got. Hold on, let me get on to what you said. Okay. So the message that I got was the new thing that you're learning is bringing major change while leaving others in wonderland. And that's simply like the thing that I'm learning. Of course, I'm not really, of course, I learn every day. I read, I write every single day. And I kid you not, it's like, yeah, and you know what? It's like these necklaces and things. It's like these necklaces and things that I'm wearing. I don't even need to be. I don't even need to wear. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't even need to wear these like evil eye things or whatever. Now these keys in this, I feel like that'd be more. But anyway, it's kind of like I know for a fact, like when it come down to certain like spiritual jewelry that I don't need to wear, because when you think about it, sometimes the jewelry that we wear, it could just be for looks, and sometimes it don't even, this stuff don't even work. It's just for the look of it. But anyway, so a thing that I'm working on is definitely something that I'm learning, because the number 555, well, 554 came out, and that represents learning. And then the number 4488 came out, which is multiple level healing. So if you could have been feeling dehydrated or anything, it's only because you could be learning something new, or it's just like your energy is calling you to, fill up on new information. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like your body, your soul is telling you to fill up on new information, and like hydrate yourself and be faithful in the new information that you're filling yourself on, because it could bring change in your life, whether it's your spiritual life or whether it's just your physical life. But so if you can resonate with that part, then I already know that, yes. Look, if you can resonate with that part, then I already know this other side of the message will definitely be beneficial. Because the reason why we're keeping this secret, as far as, just say whatever you've been learning recently and whatever you've been feeling yourself upon lately, and you have been being faithful in whatever you've been learning. So now that you could be, like I said, being faithful, you could be changing some things, right? You could be changing your behaviors. You could be changing the conversation. You could just be changing even how you approach conversation. Because you know that these people, they be sitting back watching, waiting. They be waiting for something to say. You get what I'm saying? They just gather up waiting. Like, let's see what we can try to flip and say about this person today. Let's see what, what we could try to burden this person with today with their, selfish actions. But since it's just kind of like, it's kind of like you're blocking whatever they could be saying, whether they could be just throwing like word manipulation, or just being wicked with their words or actions. It's just kind of like you could just be ignoring it. What it do, my love? You could just be ignoring them, because it's kind of like you're showing these group of people, yes, you could be showing the group of people on the platform that you could be in control of your own, like, you're in control of your own emotions. You're in control of whatever chaos that you want to go on in your own life. You're in control of your own chaos. You're in control of your own happiness. You're in control of, whatever spiritual vision that you do have. Because guess what? Your spiritual vision, you can look at your spiritual vision in a negative way or a positive way, right? You can look at what it do, my love. You can look at this right here in the dream state. You can look at this in a dream state, right? And some people might think of, oh, it's a positive. Somebody gotta go get checked because somebody's positive or something. But then you can look at it like, okay, that's the Jesus sign. That's the, you picking up your cross type of thing. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, you got some people. Are you military? No. You got some people, my love, that only look at life and they look at situations one way. And then when they do that, it's kind of like they're going down the wrong path versus really sitting back and really juggling the better response. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what is the better response, or what is the better investment? You get what I'm saying? Like, what is the better response? What is the better investment? Who got the most, like, who's really using their intuition? Who's really teaching? Who's really learning? Yes. It's like, who's really doing that? And literally, it could be a situation, my love, and this could be the change. That it's like, who's really teaching me? Because we got 5, 5, 4 here, so we got learning. So it's kind of like, who's really teaching, who's really learning, and who's really changing? You get what I'm saying? And another thing, too, is, because I have enough oracle decks, I was literally thinking about throwing away all my tarot decks, because I only have 2 tarot decks. So I was thinking about throwing away my tarot decks and keeping the oracle. Because when you think about it, tarot is literally, it could be the same story every day with just a little bit of change, because you met it could be just, oh, you changed. Look, it could be, oh, you changed something because you met somebody new. But then if you look at the same reading or readers, and then it kind of be the same story over and over and over. And then half these people, it's like you don't have a past life or past, anything with some of these people. But anywho, all right, long story short, when it comes down to learning, okay, so just say you could be in the energy of learning, you could be in the energy of change. Just say if you did have any unfaithful actions, behaviors, any trickery, anything going on, it's like you could be changing that. You get what I'm saying? You could be changing whatever, however you was moving. Yeah, however you could have been moving. However you could have been moving in the first place. I feel like you could be changing. Yeah, you could be changing how you moving when it come down to a certain situation. And that is what's causing... I feel like it's a group of people that want to cause a delay, right? They want to cause a delay so bad, but it's kind of like you could be not doing what they're expecting you to do. You get what I'm saying? So just say if they're expecting you to be more vocal about your love life, or vocal about your finances, or vocal about certain things or inviting certain people in your home, it's kind of like if you could be more vocal about that, some of these people will be like, now we can find a way to bring this King of Wands energy, the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, we can find a way to bring his ass in so he can try to snake you and lie to you again. Because see, whatever they did in the past that you know about didn't work out quite as well. You get what I'm saying? But now when it comes down to learning and teaching in this higher level of knowledge, it's like you could be knowing something about these people before they even do something or before they even come up with a plan. Yeah, because they got an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like they could be slowing an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius female down. They could be slowing a fire sign female down, or it's something that they could have done it's something that that person could have done in the dark or secretively. So that person could be in fear, and the only reason why the other person is in fear is because they know they've done something to you, and it's kind of like you rejecting a Libra or something. It's like you could be rejecting a male Libra or a female Libra because on that, the Justice card is no gender on that one. So you could have been rejecting a male Libra or a female Libra because they done something secretively with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius female, and they could be in fear about what's gonna happen to them type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They in fear about what's gonna happen to them because of what they did behind the scenes, because they did something that they don't want nobody to know about. They did something that they didn't want nobody to know about. They could have even been the ones getting in the relationship behind the scenes and trying to manipulate other people about who somebody really is. What it do? Yeah, and this could have been like, you could have been worried. I'm not necessarily saying worried, but you could have been like, you know how it's kind of like when you don't know something, you ain't worried about something. You get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like people could have been doing things behind your back or in your face or doing things surreptitiously. And it's kind of like, hell, you still don't know what the fuck going on because it's kind of like you minding, you know what I'm saying? You minding your business type shit. It's like you minding your business. Like, I'm not worried about what these group of people got going on. Like, if I woke up every fucking day to worry about what it do, if I woke up every day to be worried about what somebody else is doing, waiting on a text message or waiting on a picture or waiting on an email because of what somebody else is doing, do you not know I would be probably frantic or something, like daily. You get what I'm saying? I would be fucking frantic because it's just like, like, no, I just can't see myself doing no weird ass shit like that, being in groups and, oh, we got to talk about a motherfucker. We got to find something to talk about on the slick, but really it ain't slick. You get what I'm saying? But anywho, but like I said, though, while you could be in the energy of learning, growing, and elevating, right? And healing your mind, body, and soul on multiple levels. Because the other day I pulled a card out that said protection on all levels. And now this one says healing on multiple level healing. So that's good if, like I said, we're following the, whatever spiritual path you're on. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's not on the same spiritual path, because everybody doesn't have the same spiritual intelligence. Everybody doesn't have the same spiritual, how can I say, the spiritual, like, puzzle piece. You get what I'm saying? Because you know how some people think that they have one purpose in life, but then sometimes this one purpose that you have or this one thing that you learn, that goes with this, and then that goes with that, and then next thing you know, you building a whole puzzle with everything that you learn. But anywho, long story short, so it is gonna be like maybe a handful of people or a group of people that do want to have maybe either battle of the wits. And the only reason why is because, they can't convince you that somebody is your lover when you know they're not. Because it's like somebody that you're not talking to feels like Oh, shit. Boy, that shit was funny as fuck. What the fuck? Oh my god. That was too fucking funny. Like, what the fuck? The person that you not talking to feels like, shit. That is funny as hell. But I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that, but somebody that you're not talking to probably does feel like shit. And the only reason why they feel like shit is because they could have put you in competition. They could have blocked and burdened you and put you in competition. Then it's kind of like, okay, well, yeah, it's kind of giving like, okay, well, fucking with you, there's no money over there fucking with you. There's no clarity fucking with you. Oh yeah, then on my way here, it was a song playing on the radio. It was talking about that the guy, he's a horrible liar. He's like a horrible liar. And then I started thinking about this other song that I heard recently. I forgot who it was. I forgot who the song was, but the person was saying something like, I guess that's why, it pretty much was saying, I guess that's why we didn't mesh well, because you a devil, pretty much saying like you're a liar and I represent truth, and that relationship was like never gonna last because the devil don't the devil don't love God. The devil wanted to defeat God. You get what I'm saying? The devil wanted to defeat God. The devil wanted to compete with God. So that's kind of why he put it in that type of context, as far as like, you are a devil. You didn't want to create with me. You didn't want to build with me. You just wanted to take from me. Pretty much what he was saying in the whole song. And that could be another reason why, like, somebody in a certain group could be heartbroken, because somebody could have felt like you were their divine counterpart, their twin flame, or somebody just has like a wild attraction to you. Like, somebody could be real, real attracted to you. I don't know why my voice is sounding like that. But somebody also knows, man, I kid you not. Let me tell you something. People might literally sit around here and think that that you got to do like beauty spells, rituals, and things like that to be beautiful and shit. I bullshit you not, my love. The only thing you be having to do is sometimes read a book, and you might become more beautiful by that, because it's kind of like shit. It's kind of like shit. You could read a book about narcissists, right? And then guess what? You'll fuck around and you'll start defeating every narcissist in your life. And then you'll start looking better and you'll start feeling better, because you'll be like, it was some energy in my life that I didn't know how to get rid of, or I didn't know how to recognize. So with that being said, it's kind of like when you recognize, you'll be like, okay, so it was a narcissist in my life, or it was a demonic soulmate. I read a book about demonic soulmates or demonic soul ties, energy vampires, and guess what? Now I'm looking better, feeling better, seeing better, because now I see all these energy vampires. I see all these people for who they truly are, instead of what I want them to be. Just because I feel like, oh, he's attractive, or I know he can provide for me or whatever, just because I know that doesn't mean he's a great lover for me. You get what I'm saying? And it also could have been a situation where you probably was supposed to meet a divine counterpart, the real one, not the fake one. You gotta always be mindful. It's always a fake one in the midst of the real one. You get what I'm saying? Yep, it's always a fake one in the mix of the real one. That's why the fake one be fighting so hard for nobody to see you or for nobody to listen to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why they fight so hard for that. Yeah, it's kind of like somebody could want you dead gargling and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, motherfucker want gargling. Like, the fuck? Hell nah. Y'all bitches got me fucked up if I'm gargling because a bitch want to steal my motherfucking energy in life. And a bitch don't want me learning. And see, let me tell you something. And that's another thing, too. Is, it's kind of like when people, I thought my breast was showing. But, I thought, yeah, I thought my motherfucking breast was showing. But anywho, it's kind of like when people see you on a path of, when people see you on a path of righteousness, elevation, and things like that, then literally it's going to be a bunch of people coming around saying, oh, that person's on drugs, or that person's a hoe, or that person's this, and the third. But guess what? Let me tell you something. See, the reason why I tell certain stories or the reason why I speak in certain ways in certain contexts is because guess what? I need to see who the real is and who the fake. And when you peep it, you'll be like, man, there's so many fake motherfuckers on this internet app. It's more fake people on here than real. Like, I kid you not. That's literally why I say certain things. That's why I do certain things and I don't give a fuck about. That's exactly what they say and do. Yes, because guess what? You know what they say anyway. You got to play the fool to catch a fool. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? If I'm sitting up here telling you, my love, listen, if I'm sitting up here telling y'all all my deepest, darkest secrets or being just as free with you as I can possibly be, you absolutely know I have nothing to hide about any fucking thing. You get what I'm saying? Down to health records, blood records, mental health, all type of shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I have nothing to hide. You get what I'm saying? So, therefore, when it comes down to, like, me being on the internet and me posting or reading about that bitch can't read or that bitch can't smell. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's kind of like I wouldn't be the one up on here doing that type of shit because it's just like, that's dumb. You get what I'm saying? That's dumb to be keep going back and forth with a motherfucker. When all I'm doing is I'm telling you the way I feel about life, prophecy, and things like that. I'm telling you how I feel about the shit. Now, because that's your name, you can't get mad about how I feel about real prophecy. You get what I'm saying? They can't get mad about how I feel about real prophecy if I read the damn Bible and they don't. But anyway, long story short, it's just kind of like a group of people wanted to keep you burdened. But the thing was, it's just kind of like blocking you from a real love relationship. Blocking you from a real divine counterpart, like I'm talking about equal. I'm talking about just a real live twin flame, like is what I'm saying. And that's why these group of people was trying to manipulate a situation. That's kind of why they wanted you either put out sick and block stuck so you couldn't see something. It's kind of like these people did not want you to see them. And the reason why they didn't want you to see him is because they wanted to trick you about who your divine counterpart was. Because I'm seeing right now with the lovers, Five of Cups, it's kind of like they was going to convince you. They was continuously trying to block you from success or block you from resources and things like that. Just so they can place you in a relationship with somebody that was not your divine counterpart or that wasn't truly going to make you happy. It could even been a job setting. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I said, I don't know what other people got going on now. Like, other people could be interested in, hold on. I was going to pull up something because I was like, I need to see what, okay, so I was looking at Okay, because it's like new skills and stuff, right? Because, like I said, you could be learning something, and whatever you could be learning, as long as you're being faithful in it and you're hydrating yourself, is which as far as like drinking the water thereof. You get what I'm saying? Like drinking the water thereof, which is like, meditate, especially like I said, if it's a spiritual thing. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's, Bible, anything spiritual. It's kind of like, drink the fruit thereof, which is, of the spiritual thing. So therefore you'll have more knowledge in whatever it is. So this could also be something that people could be learning, yoga, photography, interior design, paper craft, sewing, event planning, a new exercise routine, a do-it-yourself type of project, snowboarding, painting, creating your own website, finances, accounting, a different language. You could be learning basic car repairs, online businesses, public speaking, acting, rock climbing, gardening. It also could be vlogging, flipping furniture, virtual assistants, tutoring, gardening, making hygiene products, weightlifting, walking, bicycling, kickboxing, running, jogging, swimming, Zumba, church, meals on wheels, special, like any other special interests, pottery, sketching, oil painting, candle making, soap making, cake decorating, bow making, wreath making, sewing, crochet, embroidery, scrapbooking, and canned foods and shit. But yeah, those are just, I just wanted to list some hobbies out, like common hobbies. Oh yeah, even volunteering or whatever. But yeah, so I just wanted to find some hobbies that I can say, because I know, some people look at YouTube for ideas and, creative inspiration daily. You get what I'm saying? So anywho, so yeah, it could have definitely been a situation where a group of people did want you to be in a relationship with someone, but the person that they were trying to put you in a relationship was with someone that was not going to benefit you. It might have been just like a sexual based relationship, or you get what I'm saying? Straight up, staying in alignment with your higher self. Hell yeah, because like I said, that's all I represent, is to be in alignment with your higher self. But like I said, um, a group of people, like I said, the people that are in competition, it's a bunch of manipulation. Somebody could have been manipulating a death or manipulating a betrayal, okay? Somebody could have really, it could have been a situation where, because if you got this right here, it's kind of like it's some trickery going on when it come down to like betrayal and shit. It's kind of like somebody could be saying that they had a reason to like stab you in the back, or somebody saying that they had a reason to like betray you or not give you something or blindside you, or you get what I'm saying. Somebody could be saying that they had a reason to do something, but in reality it could have been a situation where they could have been down on their luck, or somebody else could have been down, or their money down on inspiration or anything, and they just wanted to take from you. So they manipulated the situation as to, oh, why they betrayed such and such. You get what I'm saying? Oh, like why they don't talk to such and such and things like that. It could be literally, like I said, somebody either, it's kind of like somebody it could be like somebody you think somebody betrayed you and they didn't, or somebody manipulated a betrayal. It's kind of like somebody did betray you, but they manipulated to the point where you probably didn't know who did what, or you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was a group effort. It was a group of people. They literally had the same type of heartbroken story. They had the same type of heartbroken, like, oh my God, you, that was the truth that you said, but but they don't want to recognize the type of people. You get what I'm saying? Now, me personally, I'm the type. When it comes down to any type of truth, when it comes down to any type of clarity, I'm all for it. You get what I'm saying? I'm all for the clarity. I'm all for the truth. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would never sit in a group setting with people that have the same type of distorted or heartbroken views. You get what I'm saying? Because the thing is, it's like, if everybody that's in the group is like this, it's like they all have, bullshit heartbroken stories, or bullshit stories where people manipulated them and took advantage or some shit like that. Because it's kind of like, it's kind of like trauma bonding. Yeah, that's what it's kind of giving. Like, yeah, it's kind of giving like trauma bonding. It's like they all do a lot of trickery. They do a lot of trickery. They do a lot of manipulation behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying? And then they act like they don't communicate about it. You get what I'm saying? They act like they don't communicate about the trickery and the manipulation that they do. But yeah, they be all in. It's like a group of people be all up in somebody's love life, whether it's a Gemini or Aries or a Scorpio. It's like somebody be all up in somebody's love life. Somebody also did some trickery to where somebody's divine counterpart like rejected a person, because somebody was giving to your divine counterpart. Yeah, somebody was working with someone to give something to your divine counterpart. And let me see what that was. It could have been somewhere to stay. Somebody could have proposed like, oh, yeah, somebody gave something to your divine counterpart. Hell, it could have been some money. It could have been a legal situation. Somebody could have lied in court, and did some type of something. They did something. Yeah, it's kind of like they manipulated the whole entire situation. Yeah, but then they had another person sitting up. Yeah, they had another person sitting up, big ego and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they had another person sitting up with a big ass ego, orchestrating plans and sitting back and, yeah, it's like orchestrating plans, sitting back and waiting on to see if what they was planning worked, if the court documents, or if the court papers went through, or if the manipulation went through. So it's kind of like that person wasn't there. That it's kind of like that person was never there. It was another person, but they're trying to use their trickery, and could be trying to pull on your heartstrings you know about certain situations. You get what I'm saying? They could be just trying to pull on your heartstrings because somebody wasn't there. It could be like they're trying to cover up from somebody, or they're trying to take from somebody. You get what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, instead of letting somebody in their crew, yeah, instead of letting somebody in their crew go down, they're trying to clean up and sweep up a situation and say that somebody else did it, when they know it was somebody in their group that done something, because they were all hell bent on competition. And like I said, the backstory to this is that everyone has the same type of view when it comes down to competition. So it could be like, oh, y'all don't like chili. I don't like chili because it got beans in it. And then it's everybody else. I don't like chili 2 because it got beans in it. Oh, I don't like chili 3 because it got beans in it. Oh, I don't like chili 4 because it got beans in it. Head ass group. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is that type of goddamn group. Yeah, I don't like chili because it got beans in it. Are you with me, everybody? Yeah. It's kind of like that. It will continue to fail miserably, right? And not one thing they're doing behind the scenes is working, period. And it never will. Because like I said, they're just trying to, it's kind of like they putting suffering on you. You get what I'm saying? It's like they putting suffering and burdens on you, and then seeing how you overcome it. And then they're the type of people that don't go through nothing. They just put people through shit. You get what I'm saying? They the type that always have a nice car, always have a nice job, or always have supportive individuals around their ass. And the only reason why is because, hell, half the motherfuckers don't know that that's the person, or them the type of group of people that causes chaos in people's lives. And look, you can see all these wands. Okay, look. When all these wands are going towards this person's direction, they can't really see who's throwing them. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't really see who's throwing the shade, or, you know, throwing the slick action, or the words. You get what I'm saying? Because somebody, I don't know if somebody could have chose to be with somebody else over you, and they didn't want to learn. They didn't want to be faithful in learning with you. They didn't want to be faithful in multiplying with you, or they didn't want to be faithful in multiplying income, multiplying cars, houses. Like, somebody wasn't, like, interchange with you. So they could have been interchange with a certain group, but hell, they didn't know this group for who they was. You get what I'm saying? That person did not know that group for who they was. That person could have even listened to. Now, it's so wild because it's like, just because somebody don't like what you say for the time being, like, people like, man, I told you to eat your goddamn greens. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, that's all I told him, but he didn't like the way I told him to eat his goddamn greens. So he went to this goddamn group of people talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He went over there talking shit, bringing all that sad ass energy to them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the motherfucker told me to eat my greens and shit. The motherfucker told me to eat my greens. But I didn't know that she wanted me to be strong and wise and, you know, built for tough learning and just being smart as a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, it's giving like that type of energy. This person went to those people with a clouded mind. You get what I'm saying? Like, the mind wasn't even, I'm not even gonna say fully developed. You get what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like the mind was, I just want to say the mind wasn't fully developed when it comes down to certain situations or people or even learning. Because guess what? This could have been a person that didn't understand your perspective. But then he went to all those witch bitches and was like, oh my God, that person did something so wicked or so evil to me. And then here come the main witch bitch. She's talking about, okay, so hold on. the main witch bitch talking about, okay, well shit, that bitch hurt your feelings? Well, I'ma hurt that bitch feelings. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole time you're not in communication with these motherfuckers. You don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Are you over here, you trying to learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to learn something new. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. I'm trying to change. You know what I'm saying? I believe in change. They won't see it coming like a tornado, period. Because it's literally, that's just how them witch bitches was trying to keep you in this type of energy. Because guess what? When you in this type of energy, especially based upon like their trickery and their manipulation, it's just kind of like, that's like a temporary, this is kind of like a temporary sadness. You get what I'm saying? It's like a temporary sadness, or a manipulated sadness is what I want to say. 10-10 as I'm saying it. It's like a manipulated sadness. And the only reason why they're manipulating your emotions because they don't have no type of control. They don't feel like, because it's kind of like I said one day in my one video, how this man, he be wanting to fight motherfuckers all day long. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like he was trying to control a motherfucker so you can just, do a twitch and like hit his ass. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hold on, so you can just flinch and hit his ass or whatever. It was like, And hold on, I said that shit a while ago. I said, yeah, he's evil ass. I said he want to fight a bitch so bad, but he don't want to. He don't want to say that he just wants to fight with a woman. You get what I'm saying? He don't just want to come out and say it. He just want to say that woman started shit with me or that woman hit me. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's the type of shit his ass want to say. But in reality, he gonna do some manipulation shit because he know the woman ain't on that. You get what I'm saying? Certain women don't be on that shit, but the women that don't be on that shit, he want to fight those type. But the women that love to fight niggas, shit, he don't be wanting to fight with them. Now, see, back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, I was on that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, I was on that. But anyway, so yeah, the nigga, I said in that one video a long time ago, I said, yeah, the nigga who wanna do some trickery shit, make the bitch flinch, so she can hit his ass, so he can turn around and beat her ass. Because that's all he wanna do. That's all he wanna do. He wanna say, that bitch hit me. What the fuck? Man, let me tell you something. The next nigga called a motherfucking police on me talking about I done hit his motherfucking ass after he done came over here fucking with me. And the police, because sometimes the police be knowing that shit. Because the police be trying to keep up with them niggas. I mean, they be trying to like protect some of them niggas sometimes. And they be knowing damn well. Like, you know damn well that motherfucker got anger issues. And he was mad at his other bitch because his other bitch didn't give him no pussy or didn't let him spend the night or some shit like that. Then he went back over yonder to his baby mama house fighting with her. And then called the police because he wanted to be a victim in a situation. Because it's kind of like, hell, he couldn't be a victim. He couldn't be a victim in that situation because she wouldn't let him fuck. You get what I'm saying? He couldn't be a victim over there because she wouldn't let him fuck. So with that being said, he said, shit. Well, I'm gonna try to be a victim somewhere else. It's like, bitch. Shit, since this bitch won't let me fuck over, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be a victim somewhere the fuck else. You get what I'm saying? So now I started shit with this bitch. You get what I'm saying? The fault with this bitch or whatever. This bitch done put her hands up and I'm calling the police. Oh, police, the bitch hit me. Oh, police. I'm like, okay, the police there. What happened to him? Oh man, I got a scratch right there on my face. I know y'all see that shit. I'm like, what scratch? Damn it. Man, I know you see that shit. It's right there. Take that bitch to jail. Take that bitch to goddamn jail. I know you see this shit. I feel it. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. That's how you know, like I said. Then they wound up taking the bitch to jail. They were like, man, I didn't do nothing but scratch his ass. You didn't even scratch his ass. Like, his ass is just retarded or something. You know, when the police on your side like that, the police ever on your side like that, the police got to know. They're like, yeah, you just need to leave his ass alone. He's dumb. He's retarded. Like, hold on, let me see. Like, hold on, it's right here, police. I know you see that scratch right there. They be like, hold on, let me see. It's like, I don't see nothing. I'm like, hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see what you're talking about. I'm telling you. Them men do deserve to go to jail to be doing weird ass shit like that. Just because they can't get what they want. Just because they can't get what they want in one situation, and then they want to try to, you get what I'm saying? Like, men they be abusing some shit. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, like I said though, in this type of situation, it's just a group of people that wanted you to be with a specific man or a specific woman that you did not mesh well with. Like, I'm talking about, like, this type of situation. It's kind of like the conversations would be boring. Just like everything would be boring in that type of situation. And it's all because somebody just wants to be, you get what I'm saying? It's like somebody wants to be a part of what you either learning, building, or receiving, or, yeah, it's like somebody wants to be a part of your blessings. But yeah, it's a group of people that's trying to compete with your soulmate, like whoever you love or whatever, right? Like you could love or like somebody that these bitches don't even know, but I guarantee you, they're gonna try to find out who you love or who you are with or whatever the case is, just so they can try to trick the motherfucker. That's why if you are gonna be in a relationship with anybody, yes, like period, yes, yes, yes. If you gonna be in a relationship with anybody, you gonna have to tell them. You gonna have to tell them motherfucker like I don't fuck with no nigga who cheat on me because the last person that cheated on me got with a bitch that he hated. You get what I'm saying? Hold on. That's funny as a motherfucker. Let me go around telling another nigga that shit. Like, hold on, look, nigga. Look, look, nigga. Before you decide to motherfucker cheat on me, before you decide to motherfucker cheat on me, you better be careful because the last nigga that cheated on me, he fucking hated it. He fucking hated it, and I will not let him come back around me. Is this me, Ball G? No. What it do though? What it do? What it do? All right. So about this group situation. Okay. So another side of this group. Man, I keep hearing when I be saying side. I keep hearing that Trey Songz that Trey Songz talking about your side of the bed. So this is kind of giving like the real soulmate is somebody that just was not like. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like a muff. Yeah, it's like the real soulmate knows that people could have been working against you. You get what I'm saying? To steal. This is things that you got to work for. So your real soulmate could know that people was trying to steal from you. And they could have been working with other people to take from you and you don't even know it. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, it's kind of giving an energy of where when you love somebody, it's kind of like the real soulmate, your real divine counterpart. Yes, the real one. It's kind of like the real one is and will grow with you. You get what I'm saying? The real one is and will grow with you, and it won't be no fake evolution. Because even when it comes down to you, right? You know when somebody giving you fake love and fake attention. You know what I'm saying? You know when somebody being fake with you. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, I met some men. Okay, this funny as a motherfucker. I met some men before, and these men was talking about how they are, Bible-based men type shit. Man, tell me why. Okay, now I did meet one guy. I kind of feel like he was, kind of like Bible-based because we literally sat here and we played with these little index cards and shit, and then that was a good vibe. Then it was another guy. That came around and he said that he was like, Bible based too, but he really wasn't he never mentioned a motherfucking Bible. You know what I'm saying? He never mentioned the motherfucking Bible. He didn't do anything biblically. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't mention it. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, and then I also met a man that was saying that he was Bible based, but he only wanted to argue with me about, you know what I'm saying, the Bible. And then not only that, I knew he was a part of some type of group because it's like the things that I would mention on YouTube, he would come in real life and mention what I said on YouTube. But I'm like, why are you mentioning what I say on YouTube when I don't even know you? You get what I'm saying? Like, this man is supposed to be, he's supposed to be acting like he don't know me and shit. But this motherfucker, he done gave it away every time. Every time he gave it away. And that's why I don't, conversate with people like that. Yes, I saw the Eight of Swords in reverse. Because it's kind of like I recognize what people say because I recognize, you know what I'm saying? I recognize what I say. So it's kind of like it's kind of like, with that being said, it's like, I'm not gonna sit around here and be fake and phony with a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know this man, he watches me, him and his family or his crew or whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They be watching me secretly and shit. They be sending these women that look like men and shit. I'll be like, damn, y'all motherfuckers is funny as fuck. Y'all, I don't like bitches. You get what I'm saying? But yet, these bitches be dressing up as boys and shit. These motherfuckers be really sitting up here thinking that I was finna fall for that dumb ass shit. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Period. I like Asian too. Asian people cool. But anyway, yeah. So it's just a battle about a relationship, though. It's like somebody wants to be in a partnership connection so bad. But somebody was slow to show their emotions. But I'm also seeing it was another person. It could have been an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that was asleep when it come down either to communication, investments, or even when it come down to like some sneaky shit that people was doing. This Seven of Pentacles card came out. That is too funny. Yeah, it could have been some sneaky shit. It could have been some sneaky shit that somebody was doing or whatever. Yeah, and I feel like, and you know what? You know how a group of people could hear some shit, and it's so sad because it's like a group of people could hear some shit and they go telling somebody else what they heard, and then it's kind of like, why is you telling this person what they heard when this person be watching the same videos at all the group of, oh damn, I'm dropping my goddamn. Hold on, I need to give me a motherfucking pad on this motherfucker. But yeah, it could be like a group of people have been being sneaky and deceptive, right? Because let me tell you how low vibrational people think. You get what I'm saying? Because my cards and all this shit can fall on the floor. Like, I bullshit you not. Everything on this motherfucking table can fall on the goddamn floor. But guess what? I'ma look at it as what? Oh, I just, my shit just fell off the floor, right? But you got those other type of demonic motherfuckers that'll sit around and be like, oh, do you not see those spirits over there knocking shit off that motherfucking table? You get what I'm saying? And it'd be like, yeah, it'd be like, no. Because I bullshit you not. When it come down to, because this card came in the reverse. So it's kind of like, when it come down to it, that shit don't mean that all the time. Like, when people be sitting up here saying, oh, the cars and all that shit fell on the floor, so it's demonic energies or demonic entities around a person, that do not necessarily mean that. People gotta have it, but like I said, everybody got their own different perspective. And the reason why I choose not to look at things in a negative way is because I'm not trying to look at spirituality as, oh, this karmic this and this karmic that and all that weird ass shit. I don't know why the fuck I said it like that. That is so fucking funny. But it's just kind of like, it's like we shouldn't be thinking of, spirituality in a bad way. Because even when you think about, the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess energy, it's giving like, don't trick your mind off by sitting around here thinking that everything is negative. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, I'm not waking up every day sitting around here being like, oh, fuck with this person, that person, and woo to woo. You know what I'm saying? And da 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 da. I recommend truth always when it comes down to speaking to people. Because it's a man that played a woman. And I believe he could be a part of this group because I'm seeing I'm seeing 3, maybe 4 different men here. Yeah, it's like somebody could have been trying to play you in a group or something. They could have been like, "Oh well, you supposed to be in a relationship with such and such," but it's like, how the fuck we in a relationship if we don't talk? How they mad about how they mad about you being single in your home? You get what I'm saying? And that be the part that be pissing me off because it's like, you mean to tell me I can't be no single woman in my home without a group of weird motherfuckers sitting around here trying to see what I got going on in my home? But with that high priestess next to that lover's card, it could be like it could be like a feeling that you could have. It's like you could know who your divine counterpart is. You could know who your soulmate is. Yeah, it's kind of like you could know who your soulmate is, and these group of people probably don't know who your soulmate is because, yeah, they trying to have you attached to somebody that's attached to them. Yeah, somebody was trying to have you attached to somebody that's attached to them, and that person was not your soulmate. Somebody also monitors somebody's calls too. It could be a grown adult or a child. Somebody could be monitoring somebody's kids' calls or monitoring phone calls, and so it's like somebody don't know about it. And it's so wild because you got these men that do the most trickery because they want to say, "Oh, that's not your child, that's your child," and this is then the third. Because it's kind of like these men, they be so weird because they need energy. It's kind of like instead of a man sacrificing his own child, they try to sacrifice others. But it's kind of like they lie though. You get what I'm saying? So they sit back, watch, and stalk you. They always want something they cannot have. Yeah, which is like a minor kid. Like, why do they want it? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what the hell do they want with somebody else's child anyway? Like, what the fuck would they? Why the hell do they even think? Remember, I just said a while ago. I said somebody is a bad motherfucking liar. Because, like you said, they always want something that they cannot have, and that's why the stagnation be prolonged. Yeah, that's why the stagnation be prolonged. If somebody was going to court, maybe the court case and everything else was being prolonged. Yeah, because yes, everything was being prolonged and things was being like delayed and shit because somebody was trying to gain control over a situation that they had no control over in the first fucking place. Yeah, so it could have been like an Aquarius, a Leo, so a Pisces, Gemini, Capricorn, another Leo, Aries energy. It could have been like it could have been a bunch of people lying about test results. They could have been lying about positivity, whether they could have been lying about them being on the up and up, or they could have been lying about them their sexual health. Because with this card and this card, it's kind of like healing. It's like a positive healing card. You get what I'm saying? So it could be like great health. You get what I'm saying? But then it's kind of like these group of people. They could have been trying to expose your health. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like they could have been trying to expose your health, but it's like, how can they expose somebody's health that expose their own health as far as like, STD results, paperwork and shit. And they could be living about reading cards. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if somebody was going around telling people that you were sick or you could have accomplished something, somebody was they was happy about that. They was happy or satisfied. Girl, you look like, no. Why? Okay, first of all, why is people even saying that? Like, people is funny as hell. That's how I know people be watching just to sit around here and say some shit. Because I don't look like nobody but myself, which is Kiara Clarice. 5-star key. But thanks for the compliment, though, because Beyonce is a beautiful woman, so thank you. But anywho, with that being said, let's see. Yeah, because it's like people think that they know. Yeah, it's like people think they know, like, who I like or some shit like that. Bitch, if I say that I like somebody or inspired by somebody, that don't mean I want to look like them, live like them, or be like their life or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? Now, I respect certain people. Okay, so what's going on with this part of this group? What is an Aquarius in this group? Okay, I kind of feel like when it comes down to a certain group, it's like an Aquarius isn't a part of it. And I'm not saying all Aquarius, but it could be like a specific one that you could be thinking about. Something about a planned death didn't go as planned. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a planned death didn't go as planned. And the only reason why a planned death didn't go as planned is because you could be working on your independence. You could be working on something other than what they think you working on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, because see, somebody has some camera somewhere. Yeah, somebody has some camera somewhere and somebody did expose someone's personal business. Yeah, it's like somebody could have exposed somebody's personal business and then try to like make them penny pinch or hold on to like whatever the fuck they got. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, because somebody was paid to take pictures of somebody to send it to somebody else. But whoever the person was, they was a part of a group. Yeah, somebody was paid to travel somewhere to give someone something, whether it was a younger person, a sibling. Yeah, somebody was paid to bring somebody like a small, like, financial offer. This could have been like a, like, oh, I got a way we can make some money. You got a nickel? I got a nickel. You got a nickel? I got a motherfucking nickel. So let's put these two nickels together and come up with a motherfucking dime. You get what I'm saying? And that just really what it could have been. It's like somebody came to somebody and brought somebody a proposal, like a little. It definitely was something material or tangible. I meant to say. It definitely was something tangible. It's kind of like, could have been some type of money, but it wasn't much money. Or if it was something tangible, it wasn't like. It's kind of like after you get done eating it, you're gonna want some more type shit. You get what I'm saying? Because it wasn't. Yeah, it's kind of like he got the idea, right? So he turned that idea into 6 more. You get what I'm saying? He turned that one idea into 6 more. So then he started feeding off. He started paying these people little bit by little bit because hell, he only got he had this one little thing and then he turned it into this and then he was only feeding them a little bit off of it because he was trying to balance everything out. He was trying to make sure. He was trying to make sure I had enough to go around as far as, quote unquote, being equal. And then you see that I got them 2 fingers in that person's face. Like, he got those 2 fingers in that person's face. So it's kind of given that while he's giving this person something, it's like he's commanding them to do or say, You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like he's commanding them to do or say something. He's commanding a group of people to do or say something. Now I heard that fumbled your heart because he could have been playing with those people's hearts. Because you know what they say, yes, because he knows what they say because he must have learned it from an old head that some about the heart and the mind. So it's kind of like he could manipulate people's heart because he wants their mind, or if he manipulates their mind, then he soon manipulates their heart, and then the face of the card was really mad. Oh, I don't get really mad from it, but I only get the mad part when it comes down like to surrounding energies. But even when it comes down to that, when you mad or angry, that's a temporary emotion or a temporary feeling. So with that being said, it's 24 hours of the day. Why would you spend your whole 24 hours of the day mad? You get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm mad at something, I literally spend maybe, 5 minutes or less being mad, and then, I'm moving on with my day. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna sit around and be mad for years and years and years at a motherfucker. Like, that's wasting my life, and I ain't finna waste my life being mad. But anyway, but yeah, it was a son. A son could have exposed something because somebody's younger son could have, yeah, it's like somebody's younger son could have done something. And it's kind of like a group of people or an Aquarius or somebody was satisfied with what they done to Scorpio. But I feel like if somebody's son did something, somebody in the legal system was protecting a person, or somebody was protecting a person. It could be male or female that was literally standing up for somebody and protecting somebody. It's kind of like I knew that kid since a... Yeah, it's kind of like I knew that kid since a young age or something like that. And I'm definitely seeing it could have been like I said, planning, adventure. It's like an adventure awaits, but while you on this adventure, while you waiting for something, it's kind of like you don't know if these ops are around, or it's kind of like you got to stand your ground. You get what I'm saying? But this is the energy right here where you could just be always on defense mode as far as like, if we go to a certain place, it's kind of like, if we go to a certain place, are we going to be good, or do we got to worry about, like, do I got to bring my gun, or do I got to bring my knife, or do I got to bring my blade, or do I got to bring my grenade? You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like that energy if you decide to go somewhere or something, because somebody's trying to branch off from a group, because somebody could be realizing that a group is not protecting them. Yeah. Somebody could be branching off from a group, or like I said, you could be just walking away from, walking away from something and then exploring something better. Yes. Look, walking away from something and going into something way better. And like I said, it's sitting back, learning, healing on multiple levels, gaining control of your mind, body, soul, finances, and resources. Being faithful to yourself, being faithful to change. Cause you know how some people, some people fight change all the time, but it's like you could be being faithful to change. Because somebody that fights change all the time will always be in this type of energy, because that could also be someone that's just so hell bent on controlling someone, or controlling someone's finances, or controlling how other people view a person. Yeah, it could even be your own family member, your own family friends that want to control how people view you, and want to control like how you change and things like that. You get what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to this, if in that type of energy, a motherfucker can tell you anything, and then you'll get mad and believe it. Then be like, okay, well, let me get online and upload a motherfucking reading. Then let me get online and upload a reading. Cause shit, now I'm finna start talking about this motherfucker because because hell, they in this type of energy and they feel that type of way, so they gonna try to be as slick. They gonna try to be as nice, nasty as they can be without being caught. You get what I'm saying? Cause that's what half of them be trying to be, cause they be in this type of energy. They be in defense mode. Always looking for an op. Always thinking that somebody is an op and shit. But like I said, by you being faithful to change, that's why your energy is always good, vibrant, and the energy's always healing. You get what I'm saying? And you got these other group of people that could always be sick. Yes, Lord. You funny. But yeah, that's why you got the other group of people, my love, that don't represent healing or change, or they're not faithful to change. It's just kind of like they could always be in the energy of not being so happy all the time. You get what I'm saying? Even being in this type of energy, like not my type of energy, but the Nine of Swords and the Five of Swords, even being in this type of energy here, it's kind of like it's kind of like you're open to sickness, open to being like easily aggravated and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? That's why when it comes down to being open to change, you gotta understand like when it's a time and a place to be angry, mad, sad, depressed, or anything. You get what I'm saying? It's a time and a place to be like that, because you literally got people that walk this earth every day, my love, that is open to that walk around in that type of energy. Whether they try to put a nice face on it or you know what I'm saying, no matter what type of face they try to put on it, it's kind of like you got people that are walking that type of energy, but act like, they'll act like Nine of Pentacles. But like I said, somebody that doesn't want you to change will constantly be in this type of energy, because it's kind of like somebody doesn't want you to be in this type of energy. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody does not want you to be in that type of energy, and the only reason why is because they feel more better when you in this type of energy, because they can control you better. When you in that type of energy, it's kind of like, oh, you gotta watch your shoulder, you gotta look out for this, you gotta look out for that. You paranoid a little bit, because you gotta make sure that when you left your home, you coming back, you make sure everything that you had in your home is there. You get what I'm saying? But in this energy, it's kind of like a carefree, beautiful type of energy. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, in this type of energy, it's kind of like, why would I be worried about stress or low vibrational things? Or, you get what I'm saying? I should be worried about enhancing my beauty and building my business. You get what I'm saying? And focusing on my family and my resources type of thing, right? He's very irritable, kind, honest person. That's why I never say anything. Yeah, period. And like I said too, you gotta be making sure that you deal with original people, because I'm telling you, I have peeped so many fake people. All they want is a personality, and that's how the real divine masculines get fooled. I'm telling you, the real divine masculines get fooled because you have the karmic energy that is watching the real one. You get what I'm saying? And they're getting their tips, and they're getting, their behaviors and things like that from the real one. Because it's so wild. Why do you think it's so hard for a real woman, the real Empress energy, to really get a real divine masculine? You get what I'm saying? Like, just think about it. You know how some people all the time, they be like, oh, I got my divine counterpart or whatever. But half the time, sometimes those be set up situations. But you got to make sure that it's kind of like you on the right path, as far as just following somebody else's lead or following what somebody else's likes or what somebody else is into. You got to make sure that you are really into whatever it is that you're into. Because I notice it's a lot of energy thieves out here in this world, and all they be trying to do is try to mentally or physically or spiritually infiltrate your dreams and try to figure out what it is that you're going to do next. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, that be the witch's main thing, is figuring out what somebody going to do next versus figuring out their next step when it comes down to spirituality. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, when it comes down to learning, like I said, you can be learning anything right now. And you could be learning things just by reading or just by being in a group setting of, people that read and like to read, comprehend, and understand and gain knowledge about certain things. Because I kid you not, I don't want to be around people that don't like to read because, hell, it's kind of like we should be elevating instead of trying to be like, oh, well, what did such and such read? What did it say? But if you don't like to read, you'll never know what it say. All right. And let me... Okay, so let me see the... Okay, so... Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I was finna ask about a soulmate, and then these two came out. So it's like, okay, so this soulmate that was a part of that hate group, what it do? So a soulmate that could have been a part of a hate group or somebody that you once could have loved, as a matter of fact. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody that you could have once loved, as a matter of fact, came a part of some type of group. And that person... Oh, period. That's what's up. Okay, so it's like one of your lovers or your ex-lover that could have been a part of a group is, how can I say? The competition was over-exaggerated. Five of Wands in the reverse. It's like, yeah, it's like somebody has been in competition with you since like a past life or either since a past job or something like that. And the only reason why is because you bring truth to a situation. That person probably is a liar that pays people to do certain things to you. And they've been paying people to do certain things to you since the past. Or since either what? The past project, the last apartment, or the last house that you could have stayed in. Yeah, it's like... That person knows, okay, it's some truth about the past or a past situation or whatever the case is. It was definitely some type of understanding that somebody had in regards to a past situation. And it does have something to do with somebody didn't want somebody to change. Okay, yeah, it's like somebody didn't want somebody to change, but it's kind of like by not going somewhere, or by not by not going somewhere, or by not linking up with a certain man or a certain woman, it's kind of like it gave you some type of clarity, or you broke free from some type of karmic energy. Yeah, it's kind of like you broke free from some type of karmic energy. And remember, I told you, anytime I read my cards over here, I always get the devil energy in reverse because I really don't, you know what I'm saying? I really don't carry toxic energy. Now, people be trying to throw that toxic energy, but, that's why I believe in praying so heavily. I believe in praying because praying and just saying those certain words and putting those certain words in my subconscious mind, like, helps me a lot. Okay. All right, so the exaggerated competition. Okay, so it's when it comes down to like the exaggerated... Okay, so when it comes down to the exaggerated competition of the past, okay? Because it's kind of like it was some truth that you knew about the past and some over-exaggerated competition, and then somebody not being equal. All right, I'm using all these real quick because I'm about to get off of here. So we got a courageous heart. But like I said, I just feel like this is a great energy, because like I said, it's just a bunch of getting filled up on great things. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, everybody got a past, even these men. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of these men will fool y'all about who they really is and how they really get out behind closed doors. They'll talk about a hoe all day long. They'll talk about Jezebel all day long, but not letting motherfuckers know how he get out. He love Jezebel. You get what I'm saying? He loved Jezebel fucking Bell. 4 years of celibacy, it feels great. Okay, period. Yeah, I had 2 sex last year. You get what I'm saying? Like, I had 2 sex last year. But for the most part, I was faithful though to myself. But anywho, all right, so the equal. I kind of feel like it's something that a group of people have. Yeah, we got speaker truth here. So I kind of feel like it's something that a group of people have been doing since the past. When it come down to like over exaggerating their lives, over exaggerating competition. Yeah, we got a victim, like with the victim mindset here. It's kind of like, yeah, a group of people have been like holding on to judgment when it come down to a specific person. Yeah, because we have an energetic shift here because it's new information. Because the end of a cycle is coming. Reward and recognition. Okay, so it's kind of like your hard work is paying off. And I feel like the angels, the ancestors, or the spirit guide, or hell, even the universe, like hell, it might be things happening that's good for you, like in the next couple of hell minutes, hours, days, weeks, seconds. It says gratitude. Okay, so it could also be another like gratitude is when gratitude is being thankful and grateful for like the small things, like every little small thing in life, the big things, like just anything. You get what I'm saying? Just being grateful for like literally like you would think that being grateful for water or being grateful for lights is something small because lights are everywhere. You get what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't think that Walmart has to pay for their lights or the hospital has to pay for their lights and things like that. Like you wouldn't think that because they shit is always on. You get what I'm saying? But it's kind of like being grateful for the small things. Hell, even being grateful for the competition. Because guess what? If people would have never put you in competition, you would have never recognized like how strong or how powerful or how mighty you really are. Yeah, it takes courage to follow your heart. And then we have pause here. Okay, so it's kind of like, yeah, we got warrior spirit. All right, so this is given. Yeah, somebody could want you to reach out. Because it's like somebody could have had judgment about you in the past. But somebody wants you to either like forgive them. Because I saw somebody apologizing. It's like somebody had placed some type of judgment or some type of hold on you. But then it's like you could have took the high road. And now it's kind of like now somebody wants to reach out, but it's some type of deception. Period. But yeah, I feel like that was kind of an important one right there as far as like, yeah, it's like somebody could have judged you harshly in the past. And now they want forgiveness because they want to be a part of your world or your life. And it could be like you taking a higher road, because it could be like, okay, well, you didn't offer me nothing in the past. You was evil, wicked, or whatever the case was in the past. So why would I accept your deception? You get what I'm saying? What it do? But it's like, why would I accept your deception? Like knowing that someone is a Decepticon, it's like, why reach out to a Decepticon? Why believe into a Decepticon? Because I feel like Decepticons wouldn't give you new information. I feel like Decepticons wouldn't give you, like, energetic shifts in great ways. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, if somebody's trying to reach out to you, it's kind of like, just take the higher road. Because if somebody's trying to reach out to you, it's because they're trying to help someone else out. Yeah, and I kind of feel like when somebody else reach out to you and you decline them, it's kind of like it's going to be another offer that is going to be beneficial right after. Yeah, abundance. And we got to reach out. So yeah, like I said, it could be where you reach out to somebody, whether it's like a job or a collaboration. Yeah, because somebody in a group is stuck in lack and they just want you to be stuck in lack. I'm telling you. That's why it's kind of like, take a chance. Yeah, take a chance on healing, because we got bravery there. We got to speak your truth and honor yourself. Consider the options, because once you consider your options, you're going to discover certain things. You get what I'm saying? All right, let me see what else is on the... Yes, consider your options. Don't even listen. Yes, consider your options. We gotta expand here. I was literally finna say, don't let nobody tell you that, oh, you gotta deal with a specific man, or you have to be in a specific location or spot. Because see, somebody else could be dependent on you being in that spot or that location or that situation. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? They could be dependent on you. That's why you could not be expanding. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we got release attachments and break free. Wow, that shit is that shit is going back to back. Like, expand because some people are dependent on you. Release attachments because people are dependent on you. Break free because people are dependent on you. And it could have been that group of people that was, pausing your reward and recognition. They all were dependent on you. Period. Yes, wow. Expand, release attachment, break free. Yeah, enabling, because like I said, while you could have been friends with those people or been associated with those people, they will stagnate in your divine relationship with your divine counterpart. Yeah, it's like God is saying, protect your divine counterpart, because you have been enabling the enemy. You get what I'm saying? The enemy that you're supposed to take down with your divine counterpart, you've been helping them out. You get what I'm saying? It says obligation. Yeah, it says stop telling yourself you could or you should when you cater to others' expectations. Yeah, we got abundance here. Yeah, so it's like protect your obligations, pretty much. You get what I'm saying? Like, protect your obligations. And then we have abundance, protect your abundance, and protect your patience. Yes, see it through. If you, like I said, if you're in the energy of learning something, if you're learning something and it's healing you and it's keeping you in a faithful type of energy, it's keeping your wheel of fortune in the upright, it's causing change in your mind, body, and soul. It's just like, see it through. Yes, ground yourself in whatever you could be learning. Yes, it's like jump in, learning, study. Yes. Yes, and release what no longer serves you. Soul whisper. Yes. Yes. Because guess what? Once you get in this type of energy, all the ops, all the enemies that was trying to play on your emotions, play on your finances and career mindset, they're all going to be depleted. Yes, they're all going to be depleted, and they're all going to be stuck in fear. Guess why it says pay attention. Yes, continue to love yourself. Because literally that's how we, yes, accept yourself. Accept yourself, love yourself. Because I kid you not, the group of people that was trying to keep you away from your divine counterpart, your soulmate, or even trying to keep you away from your finances, they are going to be stuck in lack. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why they are going to be stuck in lack and stuck in fear and depleted is because they was trying to take what's yours. You get what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Yes. And I feel like somebody could have discovered something. What it do? I feel like somebody could be discovering a real authentic divine person. Yes. You could be discovering a divine authentic person. I just feel like, yes, it could be a difficult role when it comes down to like it could be a difficult role when it comes down to connecting intuitively and finding the lesson in every difficult situation. But yes, I do kind of feel like, just say if you do got a divine counterpart, or if you manifesting a new divine counterpart, that person will make your life much easier. Because like I said, when it comes down to whatever you're learning or whatever you're being faithful in, because I feel like I said, I just feel like whatever you're learning, be faithful in it. She never take anything of mine. I never took anything of her. She's an angel in my life, period. All right, let's see. All right, so when it comes down to this group and the past, why does this group play a big part of a past situation? Why is the group so important about a person's past? Like, why is it important for them? Oh, okay. So, and that's a good, let me tell you, this is so, I'm glad I asked that question. Because it's kind of like, it's so important for a group to know your past, or to recognize and understand that, like somebody like trying to understand your past. And the reason why is because they're trying to make a connection with you. It's kind of like somebody trying to make a bold connection or a bold move. And somebody only feels like they can do that by connecting with past energies, past people. But it's kind of like we got liberation here. It's like, why do they feel that way? Because it's like you free from the past. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're free from the past. The past does not define you. Yeah, we got movement here. Yes, it's like you free from the past. You done moved on from the past. From, hell, past lovers, conversations, people, conflicts, all type of things. You done moved on from the past. And it's just kind of like, yeah, but it's like somebody's being a trickster. Somebody's tricking a situation. Or somebody's kind of like, yeah, oh, it's kind of like somebody, it could be somebody of your past, right, that you probably don't deal with. They could be saying that, yeah, somebody from your past that you don't deal with could be saying that they have victory over you in a situation. Or, yeah, so yeah, somebody in the past is saying that they have victory over you in a situation, or they tricked you or defeated you in some type of way in the past. But it's kind of like, you done moved on from situations like that. You've been by yourself. You get what I'm saying? You've been by yourself achieving your own goals. And it's like somebody of your past is only, they only feel victorious of one time when they can scam you, or the time when they stole your money, or the time they tricked you and blindsided you in situations. You get what I'm saying? Like, somebody only feels powerful because they tricked you one time. Yes, somebody also could have felt powerful because they manipulated you into a friendship in the past as well, too. Somebody could have manipulated you as if they were your friend, and they could have stole your identity in the past. And it's kind of like they got away with stuff so easily by, tricking and manipulating you. And that's another reason why a group of people could have felt like they had some type of power over you in the past. Because, like I said, They could have been fake friending you, fake love bombing you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, some people got even a lot of fake success. Yeah. They got a lot of fake ass success too off of, yeah, they got paid off too when it come down to child. They got to pay off by stealing your identity, by keeping you in the dark. Yeah, because it's like somebody, yeah, it could have been like somebody, Aries could have been real petty. It could have been an Aries energy that was real petty or whatever, saying that you had bad energy or something like that. Yeah, somebody could have said that you had bad energy. Yeah, but see, somebody could be worried now because they know. Somebody could be worried now because somebody knows that whatever they was listening to when it come in regards to somebody else was a lie. Because you free from a situation. It's like you free from the past. You free from ex-lovers, ex-husband, wives, whatever the fuck, ex-jobs, like anything from the past. It's like you're free from that. Yes, hell yeah. And that's another thing too, people be failing to realize. Yes, because you got like, just say you got ex-lovers, ex-friendships, ex-partners, co-workers, people in your past, right? You could have been a great co-worker, you could have been a great lover, you could have been a great anything. And it's like they just don't want you to move on because they benefited because you didn't know certain things in spirituality, or you didn't know certain things about, manifestation or mind control, or, and not necessarily saying mind control, because when I say mind control, you got a motherfucker, oh, that motherfucker trying to control the whole group mind. Like, you get what I'm saying? But nah, it's like when it comes down to your mind control, it's just kind of like, if a man not treating you right, why would you continue going back to be with a man? If a job ain't treating you right, why would you continue to go back to a job? If you got people that are, how can I say, just people that are neglecting you and mistreating you, it's kind of like, why go back to, they need my energy badly? Yes, and that's what it is. It's kind of like a group of people that treated you badly. You get what I'm saying? And they need, it's like they need you. They literally need you more than you need them. That's kind of why they always come through with a new buddy or whatever the fuck, trying to charm you. Or they come through with a new person, a new woman or whatever that they think that you might like. You get what I'm saying? And then they try to charm you just so you can stay attached to a group or something. But yeah, like from the past situation, because it's like your past cannot hold you back, and the only reason why your past can hold you back is you told the truth about it. You get what I'm saying? You told the truth about it. You was honest about it, and guess what? It's like, what can anybody say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are they gonna say? Try to fight truth with truth? No, his name was such and such. It wasn't that day. You didn't suck his dick on the couch that day. It had to be on a Friday or something. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no. It literally was probably like a Tuesday or something. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, what we gonna do? Fight truth with truth? Nah, you didn't suck his dick on a Friday. It was a Saturday. No, bro, it was a Tuesday. Like, sis, dude, it was a Tuesday. Nah, it was a Friday. I know it was. It's just like, okay, so we're fighting now about the truth about what day it was. You get what I'm saying? So now you're gonna call me a liar because I'm telling you Tuesday, but you telling me Friday. So now we both in here calling each other liars, but it's like I'm telling you the truth. It's like I'm telling you my truth, but it's like you still want me to feel like I'm lying. You get what I'm saying? I'm better not thinking of one. Period. But some people don't even get on dating sites like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, like, I mean, I kid you the fuck not. I don't get on dating sites. I'm not a big fan of dating sites, and the reason why I'm not is because I literally can go outside right now and meet a man and go on a date, or you get what I'm saying? Like dating apps, I kind of just feel like that's just a waste of phone space. But anyway, but yeah, that's just another big thing too. If somebody could have defeated you in the past, or if it was a fight and you could have lost in the past or whatever, it's just kind of like somebody felt good about that. Somebody felt powerful or inspired because they was able to manipulate you, trick you, or you get what I'm saying, or overpower you or overcome you in a situation. You get what I'm saying? Somebody feels like they you know what I'm saying? And then it could be a situation where somebody didn't even whoop you in the past. It just could have been like they just around a bunch of people that fuck with them, and you the only person that fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? You the only person that fuck with you, and then it's a bunch of people that fuck with them. So of course they gonna say, "Oh yeah, you got your ass whooped, stomped, and whoop 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 whoop." And it's like, no. Yeah, then it's like, let's see, we got grief here. Because yes, it's a group of people in the past, like I said, they wanted to make some type of connection, but they did. It's kind of like they made some type of bold move or bold connection, but it was more so out of competition. Instead of everybody being like, instead of everybody being a part of a group or a part of something, it's just kind of like, oh well, we're gonna compete with you. You get what I'm saying? It's like, oh well, we need an enemy, so we're gonna say our enemy is you. Yeah, and it's kind of like a group of people felt they had fun. They had fun by causing you sadness. They had fun by causing you sadness. Hold on, let me see what that word is. I forgot. Wow, it's like the group of people they had fun by causing you sadness, even though you was a person of acumen. You could have been the person of acumen, the ability to make good judgments and quick decisions, typically like a dominant type of decision. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like you could make a dominant permanent decision and it'll justify everybody in a situation versus a group of people trying to make a judgment or in a judgment in a situation to only benefit themselves. They can't compete with that compare. Yes, they did have a ball causing me sadness. Yeah, and they be doing that shit to kids too, and that be the part that I don't like. They do that shit to adults, kids, and all. But yeah, this could have been like I said, you make good judgments. You have the ability to make quick decisions and all that type of stuff. And then these people, they don't. They don't make good decisions or quick decisions. They be needing their other friends that's in the same group with them or they have the same mindset as them to make judgments. They need another person to agree on what they're talking about. Like, don't you agree? Can the bitch read or can she not read? The bitch can't read. Okay, well, make sure you get up on there and say that shit. Make sure you tell them that the tarot card told you that. Make sure you tell them that the tarot card told you that the bitch can't read. But karma is a bitch. Yes. Yes, it's all about, okay, so we got the rationality and we got wealth here, and then we got the lovers, which the lover card fell on the floor. I'm telling you, when I say it's like a group of people, they wanted to dominate your love life so bad. They wanted to dominate your love life, your wealth, your finances, even when it come down to whatever fight or altercation that you could have had with a person. It's like they wanted to put you in poverty, and then they wanted to support the person that, that wanted to take from you. It's like somebody literally thought that they was going to be able to keep you in poverty all your life, and then wow, somebody else, yeah, it's like wow, somebody else didn't work for anything. They thought that they was just gonna dominate your work ethics, they thought they was gonna dominate your work ethics, dominate your finances, dominate how people view you, because I keep seeing the Lovers card. You get what I'm saying? The Lovers card, the Empress card is like the Lovers and the Empress card together is very, very beautiful, very, very attractive. And it's like somebody else wanted to be looked at as attractive, and they wanted you to be looked at as if you wasn't attractive. But it's kind of like when you think about attractiveness, people only think about face. You get what I'm saying? But when you think about real attractiveness, you think about soul, mind, body. You get what I'm saying? That's why you got this Hermit card here, because it's kind of like when you think about beauty, you could find more beauty in solitude. You could find more beauty, when you alone, like sleeping or just reading or walking, exercising. You get what I'm saying? Like, I kid you not, you'll find more beauty in things versus trying to be like, I'm gonna stop that person from loving someone or whatever. But it's just kind of like, that's dumb. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's dumb as fuck to be just trying to be in somebody's life that you're not taking care of or that you're not supporting. Yeah, because we got balance here. Because it's like, instead of being in a full energy and constantly be like burnt out on devil demonic attachments just because these men can give you a good adventure, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, well, why not be balanced with me as far as, okay, well, he do this for me in our household, and then it's kind of like a love thing, I guess. You get what I'm saying? Versus it's just, oh, it's a quick fuck or a quick situation or a quick this or a quick that, and then it's kind of like, then when you realize, you're like, oh, I'm tired of this motherfucker, like devil burnout type of energy. You kind of like, oh, I'm tired of this motherfucker, this reckless motherfucker, always doing shit. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I feel like when it comes down to your wealth brings people sadness. When you get a job, it gets other people mad. Like, when you get love, yeah, when you get love and all that other shit, it makes other people mad. And that's the funny part. Because it's like, damn, don't people be that mad about love? They be that mad about, things that you could be working on that's bringing you mental clarity and stability. Because I kid you not, my love. Like I said, I'm going to definitely get rid of my I'm gonna get rid of my tarot cards, and I'm gonna keep my oracles. That's why when I love hard. You're very right about what you said. Thank you. Yeah, because like I said, when it comes down to spirituality, I need to really see what necromancy is. Hold on. Necromancy. Oh, shit. Okay, so necromancy, the supposed practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. Okay, yeah, so I don't be predicting the future. It says a forbidden practice of contacting the dead or spirits for divination, hidden knowledge, or influence events. Boy, if that's the fucking case, then they be doing that shit right in front of people at church. Swear to God. I kind of, you know what? Let me tell you something. This is what I think. I think that I don't want to say the word witchcraft. I love spiritual, physically, and emotionally, period. So So good. So we on the same page then. And you know what? As long as I even have one person that agrees with my style of spirituality and my style of enlightenment, then I'm cool with it, because it's just kind of like I do got my own cards that I do plan on making, but I need to. I'm gonna definitely give me a job, and then I'm gonna find me a company that can help make my cards. But yes, I'm doing all things like high vibrational. I don't even want to have like low vibrational conversations, because it's kind of like when you think about yeah, it's kind of like when you think about balance of the body. That's why you always gotta keep water in your body too, because I kid you not, you'll have them witches trying to keep you off balance. I promise you, those witches will try to keep you off balance. And then not only that, is like you could tell when somebody trying to feed off of your energy, because it's kind of like then you'll be drained all of a sudden. You get what I'm saying? You'll be drained or dehydrated. Yeah, because it's like somebody trying to like bring you under control, and it's like why is yeah, it's like why is people trying to bring somebody under control that don't have no demonic attachments? You get what I'm saying? That's how you know it's like a married man or a woman that desires control. Yeah, it's because we got damn the equal give and take in reverse. It's like because you don't have no demonic attachments, no sickness, no illness, no karmic, nothing that they can like. It's kind of like you have nothing that a group of people can really just hold on to for real. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's like they have to let a situation go, because it's like, you get what I'm saying? It's like they have nothing to hold on to. You get what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. They would try to drain the life out of me. Yeah, but it's like they're not getting anything. You get what I'm saying? Like they're not getting nothing. Change isn't. Yeah, it's like change isn't happening for them. And it's like, if you as real as you can be, like, to me, this the most strangest type of person. Like, why would you try to expose somebody in this type of energy? Like, devil in reverse, that's no karmic energy, no sickness, no, and then, like I said, nobody's giving to a person, so therefore, these people cannot make you sick as well. You get what I'm saying? They can't make you sick, or they can't make you karmic, because you could not be sleeping around. You just not accepting something from somebody. I'm clean as a whistle, period. It's like you're not accepting something from somebody, and it's kind of like they constantly want to make you seem a certain way. It's like I'm delaying it because, I want to be either. It's like somebody could be saying that they want to be the brains and behind a situation, or they just want to be a part of something. But it's like the only reason why being a part of something requires you to have a demonic attachment or a sickness or illness is because you wouldn't be able to see them for who they truly are. Because if you had a demonic attachment, an illness, a sickness, or a person living in their past, somebody would be able to come bring you an offer like, oh, I'll sell you my pickle for a nickel. And then you'll be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I want a pickle. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, okay. But then in this type of energy, you'll be like, you'll sell me what for what? You're like, man, I don't want no goddamn pickle. Then the magician in the reverse, it could be like somebody was overdoing. Yeah, it's like somebody was overdoing their trickery. Oh, that's what it was. Yes, my love. That's what it was. Somebody was overdoing their trickery, and that's how you broke free. Because it's like, they overdid it. They overdid it. Yeah, it's like they overdid it. And it's like you can have like That is fucking funny. And they could be mad because you're getting seen for like, you know what I'm saying? You could be getting seen for who you are, and that's what can be bothering them because they wanted. When it come down to your public recognition and things like that, like I said, they overly did their manipulation. She has a business to her farm. We talk business. She's stuck in Ohio. It's so bad. She lives in Houston, Texas. Mm. Yeah, it's like somebody overdid their manipulation. Like they overdid their trickery. Yeah, so with that being said, somebody could have wanted you to have like negative attention or bad intentions or I mean bad attention because somebody had bad intentions. Yes, and you know what? That is so wild because you know how God will listen in or know about certain shit. Because it's like you could have been a person who, like I said, just don't have demonic attachment. You could just be somebody who's yourself. You get what I'm saying? No demonic attachments. It's like you're not accepting. Yeah, it's like you're not accepting something from somebody because see somebody was trying to come in. Yeah, it's like somebody was trying to come in and cause some type of ruckus without you knowing that it was them. But like I said though, somebody had to be because you know the lies that they tell and the secrets that they keep, right? Somebody could have said that you had demonic attachments, which is you know, like demonic attachments could be like drugs, drinking, like just heavy, hard ass attachment that'll keep you out your body, mind, and soul. But it's like you don't. So with that being said, it's like they cannot come and like what I hear that Lil Kim and Biggie Smalls. So what, nigga? I don't have time for this. Well, what, nigga? Well, what, nigga? I don't have time for this. I'd rather count a meal. I'd rather count a meal while you eat my pussy. Like, it's giving this type of shit. Like, I'd rather count a meal. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather count a meal. You get what I'm saying? My discernment is 100. My download came straight from the divine, period. That's why it's like, okay, it's like we didn't accept something. You get what I'm saying? You didn't accept something from a motherfucker because he's like, nigga, I see that. Nigga, oh, he don't think we see him. I'd rather count a meal. I'd rather count a meal. And it's kind of like you could, it's like they don't want you to see some type of destruction, chaos, or a sudden change. You get what I'm saying? But it's like you see it because you see the sudden. Well, you see what they were trying to do because you're not attached to them. But it's like you're not attached to these people, so they can't really trick you how they can trick everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's something good about a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like that could be a faithful person, whether it's a male, well, it's a female. But they're watching and waiting. I feel like somebody's watching and waiting for the best option. Or it's like somebody's watching and waiting for like the best option or the best plan to take action on. Yes. I don't know if Hold on, let me see who these motherfucking people is. Oh, well, damn. You know what? That's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like somebody. It's kind of giving a situation where somebody got your back, and it's kind of like they're just not telling you. It's kind of like somebody got your back and they're not telling you, but this is only to go in your favor, not for like just depending on whatever situation you could be in. It's kind of like it's a group of people that know that they're trying to get you caught up in like a sex scandal, sex capades or whatever, but they overly did their manipulation online because you can see clearly through them. These fools just don't get it. That's why I stay laughing at them. Yeah, period. I'm telling you. And it's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins. But yeah, so it's just like I said, you got a group of people that they overly did their manipulation because they didn't want you standing in your Empress energy, your power, or just say if you are a divine masculine energy and you have a divine feminine, you get what I'm saying? Because I kind of feel like this. If you a divine masculine and you have a divine feminine and you know, just say you know your divine counterpart. You get what I'm saying? Just say you know your divine counterpart. And you got motherfuckers over here fucking with your divine counterparts of new beginnings. You give honest message. Period. Yes. But look, just say if you are a divine masculine and you have a divine feminine, and you got a group of people fucking with your divine feminine's new beginnings and things that she can't take action onto, then that means then that's fucking with y'all divine connection. You get what I'm saying? That's fucking with y'all connection because it's kind of like, you know, what makes sense because when you think about a divine counterpart, you know, it's male and female in the home. So if they fucking with your female finances, then that means they fucking with your finances too because hell, what if your woman wanted to buy you something nice? What if she wanted to buy you a car? What if she wanted to buy you anything? You get what I'm saying? What if she wants to buy you any fucking thing? She can't buy you because hell, them motherfuckers fucking with the finances. You get what I'm saying? Like you and your divine counterpart, y'all can't live happily ever after because you got a group of people fucking with y'all finances. Yeah, and it's kind of like he don't want to have no understanding about that. It's just all about competition, fight. Somebody want to fight somebody so fucking bad, and it's like, damn. If it's a nigga or a bitch that want to fight somebody so bad, how about they go fight? Like, you know what I'm saying? Go fight a motherfucker that, yeah, they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight a real crazy motherfucker. You know how people be talking about, oh, that person's crazy or that person crazy this, crazy that. Motherfuckers be literally running up and fucking with the wrong motherfuckers. Because I kid you not, you got some people with the mindset every day of, you know, if a motherfucker run up on me, then they get their ass shot or something. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, what is other motherfuckers running up on another motherfucker for? If this is a spiritual battle in the spiritual world, then, you know what I'm saying? Handle your spiritual business type shit. Versus motherfuckers just constantly, oh, well, I'm going to go spiritually attack you. That is something that you can't see, da-da-da-da. But it's like, okay, well, bitch, you done already said, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, you done already said that, oh, well, motherfucker can't see spiritually and you can, so you gonna purposely attack a motherfucker. So that's purposely what motherfuckers be saying. But, and I'm just speaking of, you know, like I said, you got the confident witches that be saying shit like that. They be like, well, hell, you can't see spiritually, so So it'll be a battle that you're not gonna be able to see and all that type of shit. But that's literally how I feel though. If it's a spiritual battle, spiritual world, like putting your hands on somebody or causing real type of pain or whatever the fuck to a motherfucker, it's like motherfuckers be asking to go to prison. Like motherfuckers be asking for that shit. But guess what? No matter what those group of people tried, when it come down to like I want to say your healing, it could be changes in it could be changes in healing. It could be changes in what you're, like I said, what you're pouring your stuff, what you're pouring yourself into, what you're pouring your stuff into as far as like knowledge, wisdom, what you're pouring your wisdom into, what you're pouring your clarity into. And that also reminds me of what I have over here as far as like the hydration. So you could be just hydrating yourself and that could be healing you from something. They do not compare unless they fighting to get on the creator who's on top of the world. Yes. And that makes sense because like I said, it's just like why continue, like I was talking to who it was, my sister, I think. And I was like, she was saying something about, oh, when I was kicking it with such and such or whatever, these bitches wasn't fucking with us and da. But it's just kind of like, bitch, why would I even go be around people where I gotta be looking over my shoulder, wondering if these bitches gonna swing a bat, bust a gat, or you know what I'm saying, you know, pick up something and throw something at a bitch with it. And it's just like, why would I want to be around a bunch of bitches that do that? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm grown to the point where it's like, bitch, I know I don't have to be around grown ass women that are, you know, in that type of energy. You get what I'm saying? Now, I can understand if you somewhere and a motherfucker fuck with you, then I can understand like it being some pressure. But as far as like everybody got pressure in different ways. They got pressure because they can't compete. You get what I'm saying? That's the only pressure that these group of people got. They only got pressure because they can't compete. They only got pressure because it's kind of like, oh, they said you was a hoe, but you not doing everything that they said you was doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you so busy working on yourself. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody else saying that you a hoe and you a home wrecker and all that other shit. But it's just kind of like, you know, it to me it's just weird. To me, it is just weird as fuck. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When you single and you got grown ass niggas trying to catch you up as far as what you doing in your own house and shit, none of that shit will ever hold up in court. I'm just gonna be honest with you. None of that shit is gonna hold up in court, and the reason why it ain't is because when you in your own house, minding your own motherfucking business, and somebody got you recorded in your own house, minding your own motherfucking business, and then when y'all pull the video up, they're gonna be like, well, who is she directing that video to? Well, she didn't put a name, she didn't say it, but I know she was talking about me. That shit ain't gonna hold up in court. You get what I'm saying? That shit is not gonna hold up in court. That's why I don't even, when it come down to them type of bitches, that's why I literally mind my motherfucking business. You get what I'm saying? Now, if a bitch is over here fucking with me like they been doing, you get what I'm saying? Because, hold on. Yeah, because it was a Queen of Cups energy. That was the reason why my YouTube channel kept getting shut down and blocked, because it was a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio female. She wanted to see me in poverty, yes. She wanted to see me in poverty, and she wanted to see me sick. Who else was behind it? And it's like we don't have no past life together. It's so wild because I don't know her. It's like I don't know her, but she was working with another Cancer or another water sign to close out cycles with me. And it's like, what? Like it's kind of weird. It's like, why would she do that? Why is that? Let's figure it out. Because I wanted to see, like, why did she Okay, so why was she because that was the person behind it. Queen of Cups, Five of Swords. That was the person behind getting me blocked on YouTube. And it's kind of like she was like slick, hateful. You get what I'm saying? You know those people that be like real nice as fuck and then don't be trying to show their evil side. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody even could have knew a Libra, or they could have took some. They could have did something to court. They could have took something to court, but they did it secretly though. It was like a secret court situation, but that's getting exposed. Yeah, it was like a secret court situation. They could have even manipulated a situation to where somebody else came to court, but just say if it was supposed to be you going to court. They wind up manipulating a situation and it was somebody else that showed up as you. All right, what else was going on with the person behind the YouTube channel? Yeah, it could have been somebody who knew like your home address, or some, they could know somebody that lives near you. They could even have people live in the neighborhood that's watching you. Okay, what's the main energy? What's the main part of this Queen of Cups? Man, the main energy or the main part of the Queen of Cups is the Five of Swords, Seven of Cups. So this just pretty much tells me that that Queen of Cups energy was always going around in her head about another person, and it was causing her to go around in her head so much that it caused so much hate, so much animosity, and it caused also so much confusion. Because it could have been a situation where somebody could have wanted you out of your house so bad that they got put out of their house. Somebody could have wanted you in fights and shit so bad that they constantly going through fights. Yeah, and it's like somebody was real confident. Somebody was a witch in a situation. Yeah, she was so confident about getting somebody put out or with nothing. She was so confident about, yes. She was so confident about like, okay, so you know how when people is around and people want to offer you love, period. But look, but no, this is about what was going on with my YouTube channel, like who was doing it behind the scenes. It was a Aries, not an Aries, but it was a I don't know why I said Aries. But and I was thinking about somebody with a gap that was on a podcast and there was an Aries. But I don't know if they knew each other, the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio female. I don't know if she knew the other Aries or whatever, but I don't know if they all had something to do with, you know, my stagnation when it comes down to YouTube, but I think they do. Because it's like they shit was growing so big and it's kind of like, damn, what, how come y'all can have all these subscribers, get all this money, and I'm talking about them motherfuckers that sit on their ass and they gotta worry about shit. But then you got another person out here that's trying to create or whatever, but y'all behind the scenes being sneaky. Cause I guarantee you, it's some people that you would have never thought that was doing wicked how they was. And the only reason why is because look, we got the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands is given that these group of people, the way they was being so sneaky and they wanted you to be put out with nothing and shit. They was monitoring finance. They was keeping everything clouded. They was like blurring some things out where you couldn't really see. You get what I'm saying? Like you couldn't really see what was what or what was said. You probably couldn't even hear something all the way. You get what I'm saying? You probably couldn't hear something all the way. Something was blurred out or some shit. Some documents probably didn't make sense. Some things probably didn't add up. A lot of them sold their souls. Hell yeah, they did. But it's like somebody, the group of people, they always could have wanted you to be in this type of energy as far as As far as this is like a divine love offer. But it's kind of like they always wanted you to be like defensive. You get what I'm saying? You know, when a man come around, they kind of always wanted you to be defensive or whatever. But they was the ones stopping your finances, and they was trying to get certain men to approach you. Yes, they were trying to get certain men to approach you only for sex, and then it's kind of like they only want to have sex to block you, and then if they had like a baby mama or something like that, they kind of wanted to like, you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like they wanted to like bring another person in the situation. It's like they wanted to set you up. Like it's kind of like putting you in some mess. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it's kind of like. It's kind of like putting you in some mess. Like you being like, oh, I don't know if he really like me for real. But it's like they all wanted you to just kind of self sabotage love offers. They kind of wanted you to just self sabotage every area of your life. But they was behind doing it. Like I said, just the fake documents in regards to why you got fired from this place, why you got fired from that place, just fake ass shit, making up shit. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, working on something that other people don't know about is the move. But anywho, and like I said, that could be anything for anybody. And yeah, be mindful of a situation because somebody could be, period. But anyway, be mindful of somebody saying that they just got out of jail or something. It could be a male. Yeah, it could be a male or something saying that they just got out of jail, but and he probably could have, you know what I'm saying? Probably could have just got out of jail, but be mindful of a situation because he could be wearing a mask or he could be manipulative or he could be just a liar or something. So it could be, like I said, be mindful of that person because he could be the devil trying to, like I said, trying to get you not to see something. Because somebody was literally doing something they do not, somebody just don't want you to know whatever the fuck they have been doing. So it's just kind of like, in order to like not worry about what they are worrying about, just continue focusing on whatever you building. You get what I'm saying? Like I kid you not. Because as long as you're not in a lustful energy, guess what? They can't trick you. As long as you're not in a clouded energy or a clouded mindset, then them people cannot trick you at all. They cannot trick you because the thing is, they hate the truth. You get what I'm saying? And people that hate the truth, you got to know they're the devil. And that's why I put everything that wasn't in alignment with me, clean out my energy, period. Hell yeah. Because guess what? I'm about to get up off of here. And I'm about to straighten up this motherfucking table. And all this shit here. And I'll mop my floor and some more shit. So, with that being said, my love. Oh, yeah. And I need to do me some motherfucking sit-ups. So, I'm going to be doing my sit-ups today. Oh. Anyway. See you later, my love. Y'all have a good one.